So how was it? Now that the open beta is closed, let's report some impressions, shall we? For starters, as a person who comes from closed beta period, I have to say, when it all started, it was rather interesting to see how many different ways they can blast a noob's ass to oblivion. Yes, the skill difference between experienced players and the new ones was quite apparent. And just like the last party I went to, I was desecrating enemy corpses left and right. Sure, by the end of the beta, this diminished, but still, I kept kicking ass like no one's business. Yeah, when the game comes out, for those of us lucky to get in closed beta, I bet it'll be easy to dominate ranked mode for the first month. Still, who cares? Alright, tryhard wannabe pro shits do. So, again, who cares? One thing though I have to say about Overwatch, it seems to be easy to grasp. A skill for most improved very quickly on that 1 week of open beta. Another thing I noticed while playing was that among all the corpses and spare body parts, I managed to harden my feel for some of the heroes. Good example is Winston. Now, don't get me wrong, but if I had the opportunity to toss his ass onto fire and roast him using nothing but peanut butter as fuel, I would do it without hesitation. Man, that much I hate to play that rocket-propelled shit. And in open beta my hate for him only increased. But you know, Winston wasn't the only one on my destroy list. Well, I don't hate everything that Lucio is or has. Man, I think they have nerfed his weapon so much that now I feel he is wielding a water pistol filled with liquid diarrhea that is his music. Sure, he was powerful, but in closed beta the only gripe I had with this hero was his healing ability, and that seems to be changed, which is a good thing, I guess? Still, as a surprise, there was one change that made my day. I was finally able to play with some balls and be effective while doing it. Here, of course, I'm talking about Zenyatta. I'm not sure if devs improved the hero since closed beta, but at last I was able to rub my balls on enemy faces instead of wall behind them. Well, yeah, it still takes some real nuts to handle this stuff and actually kill enemies. At least now it's not like trying to speed shave your sack without injury. And while I'm on the topic of heroes, I did play with few friends, and one of them in particular was rather interesting in his choice of playstyles. See, on the first match we played, he chose Pharah, and as a true brick he is, he stayed with her pretty much throughout the whole beta. Well, okay, I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but you would expect to try out all the things the game has to offer before deciding whether or not to buy it. See, near the end he did say that he wasn't sure whether or not it's worth buying, and really, open beta was the time to test that for free, yet you stuck with one thing. Smart, right? Still, at least he was pretty good with that one hero. As the last thing about open beta, I have to say that in comparison to closed beta, there were almost none of these "oh my god, why you picked this hero, fuck you noob" guys. See, even on my first day at closed beta, every second match I played I was playing with some kind of fuck like this. Well, I guess now in open beta they were too busy enjoying the game or something.